Yes, good afternoon, students. Okay, so today we are meeting very early due to the changed schedule. So that's why you have to go through the schedule every day. So don't fix in your mind that the schedule will be same every day. Okay, so it will be changing. So that's why you have to get adjusted towards the changed timetable and be regular to the class, which will help you a lot. Okay, for your upcoming progress. Fine. Yes, Shama, Kiran, very good morning. Okay, now till yesterday we were discussing the invertebrates. So today we are continuing with the invertebrates itself. Yes, Jamgi, very good morning. Yes, okay, Satish, fine. Rakshita, good. Yes, so few of you were asking about the starting up of the college. As I have told you, we are going to intimate you, Vishala, morning. Okay, so we will intimate you. So probably your classes will start after few days, say about a week, right? Yes, Jamgi, we are going to start you with the actual syllabus when you come to the college, when you step into the college. Okay, Lakshmi Hanji, good afternoon, right? So we are going to start the actual syllabus when you come to the college, and your college probably it will start on 30th. Okay, not on 23rd, it will be on 30th only. So you have to wait for one more week, and next week we are posting you the message. We will inform you that on what date you have to attend the college. Yes, everything will be informed. Yes, Bhageshri, this is the first page which I have opened. Okay, today. Yes, NCERT, take Rakshita, take NCERT, Karnataka NCERT, CBSE NCERT ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಏನು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ರೇಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅದ. CBSE 200 plus ಅದ, NCERT you will get it 109 rupees. Yes, Bhavana, college won't start from 23rd. 23 ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆಫ್ಲೈನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು 30th. ಋಷಿಕೇಶ್ 30ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಮುಂದಿನ ವಾರದಾಗ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ಏನೇನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಎ ಕಾಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್. ಎಸ್, ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಇಂದಾನು ಕಾಲ್ ಬರ್ತದ, ಮೆಸೇಜು ಬರ್ತದ, ಕಾಲು ಬರ್ತದ, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ಗಾಟ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ? ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ವೀಕ್ ಟು ಗೋ. ಅಭಿಜಿತ್, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಬೇಡಪ್ಪ, ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ಅಂತಂದ ಒಂದ್ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, ನಾವು ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ನಾಗ, ಅದು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, fine, Arpita. Okay, yes, so with these things let us start up our class today. So as we have to end up at 12:30, so let's begin our class today. Yes, okay, now in the previous phylum, as we came across the previous phylum, our previous phylum was what? The first one was Porifera, second one was the Coelenterata, also called as Cnidaria, third one is the Ctenophora. That means we are coming across the third phylum. We want to discuss the third phylum here, and the third phylum is Ctenophora. Okay, so here you can look at the example. Here you can look at the example here. The example that we have quoted here. Yes, the example that you are seeing here. Now here they are mainly they are present in marine water. They are aquatic in habitat, mainly marine. Okay, found in the salt water. Now here these Ctenophora, this is a new phylum that has been introduced for you. So here we have come across the example where we also call it as a Ctenoplanum. And one more example is a Pleurodranchia. Okay, so these are the two examples. The two examples that we are going to come across. Okay, Darshan, 3ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ನೇಮ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್. Okay, now this is regarding the introduction. Now what is the special characteristic of the phylum Ctenophora? The special characteristic of the phylum Ctenophora is presence of a character where we call it as a bioluminescence. Yes, the most important characteristic feature of this is bioluminescence. That means bioluminescence is one of the major characteristics that we come across this phylum. Okay, so this is one of the most important characteristic of Ctenophora, presence of a characteristic which we call it as bioluminescence. Bioluminescence means power of emitting light. Yes, bioluminescence, it means what? Power of emitting light. It emits light, right? It emits light as it is present in the oceanic. Emitting light ಅಂತಂದ್ರ ಈಗ ಲೈಟ್ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಿರಿ. ಮುತ್ತೂರ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಿ. ಅವು ಹಾರಾಡೋ ಟೈಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಹೊತ್ತು you will see a sparkle like light. Yes, a sparkle like light is there which is produced by those organisms, and we call that property as bioluminescence. Bio antandre living organism, luminescent antandre eno, that glows, that glows. Yes, correct. Samartha, firefly, correct. Yes, it glows. That property is said to be bioluminescence. Adik now bioluminescence property anu kariತೀವಿ. Yes, that is exhibited by this. So that's why in the diagrammatic picture you can see the animal here, the Ctenoplana. So here you can see the diagram over you nodabodu. So here we have the long thread like structure here where we call it as tentacles. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು tentacles ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Okay, so here that we observe ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತವ these structures, these are tentacles. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಬಾಡಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾವ, ಬ್ಲೂ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫೋಮ್ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್. ಇವಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಫೋಮ್ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, plate like structure appears like a comb. That's why comb plates. That's why as these resemble a fruit nut which is called as a walnut. Walnut gante, walnut antandre adon fruit, adon kai gante irta, adiki riti iruvantada walnut. Yes, Shweta, name of the picture, that is a Ctenoplana. Is a Ctenoplana. I have written here. Illi Ctenoplana anta kanisada. So that is a Ctenoplana. So it is having the power of bioluminescence. Because of the presence of the comb plates, badam ರೀತಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾದಾಮ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಉದ್ದ ಇರ್ತತಿ, ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ಇರ್ತತಿ. ಅಡಿಕೆ ಗುಂಡು ಇರ್ತತಿ, ಹಂಗ ಗುಂಡು ಇರ್ತಾವ. It appears just like a ball, but it is little bit elongated, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ elongated ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ ವಿಕಾಸ್. Okay, so they are commonly called as comb jellies. You ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೆಸರು comb jellies ಅಂತಲೂ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Yes, they are also said to be comb jellies. Okay, fine, right. Now this is the most important character. This is the most important character of the phylum Ctenophora. What is the most important character? First, they are completely aquatic, mainly marine inhabitants. ಸಮುದ್ರ ನೀರೊಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು. Second, it is having a property of bioluminescence, which emits light. Okay, light emit ಮಾಡುವಂತದ್ದು. Right? So this is regarding the Ctenophora. Okay, so just remember these things here with respect to Ctenophora. Right? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು? Yes, if you need a snapshot here, you can take. Otherwise, I will send you in the form of PDF to the group. Okay? Yes. So let me move to the next phylum. Next phylum movement ಆಗೋಣ. After the phylum Ctenophora. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಫೈಲಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಾವು peculiar characters ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಇರುವಂತ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಗುಣಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳು ಏನದಾವ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. Yes, I am not. Another example is Pleurobranchia. Prajwal. Another example is Pleurobranchia. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬರೆದತ್ ನೋಡಪ್ಪ. Yes, that is the second example. Okay, right. So let me go to the next one now. Yes, let me come across here. ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಗಣಿ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಫೈಲಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ you have to remember one or two examples. Yes, Deepa, what is meant by emit light? Emit light ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಲೈಟ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಮಿಟ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ ಎಮಿಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಟ್. ಎಸ್. ಐಶ್ವರ್ಯ, ಕೋಮ್ ಜೆಲ್ಲಿಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಡಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ 8 ಕೋಂಬ್ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ. ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಪೇರ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎ ಕೋಮ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವು ಸ್ಲಿಪ್ರಿ ಇರ್ತಾವ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಜೆಲೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ನಿಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಬೆರಿ ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ನೋಡಿರಿ, ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಬೆರಿ ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾವ, ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಜೆಲೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಬಾಡಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಕೋಮ್ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್. ನಾಕ್ಟುಲಿಕಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ನೇಹ ತೋಡ್ಗಿ, ನಾಕ್ಟುಲಿಕಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Yes, it is not the example of this phylum. It comes under what? It comes under mollusca. Okay. Yes, Sukanya, notes ಬರಿಬೇಕಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ನಿನಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಹೊಸದಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳ. Yes, Sukanya Hebbal, no need to write the notes. If you write, it will be useful for you only. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಹೊಸವ ಇರ್ತಾವ, ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಹೊಸವ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೊಸದಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತತಿ, ಓನ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ದೋಸ್. Understood? Yes. Okay. Next, let's come to the next phylum. Okay, so this phylum, Platyhelminthes. Now the animals that belongs to Platyhelminthes, commonly we call them by what name? We call them as a flatworms. Yes, we call them as a flatworms. So chappate ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ, flatworms, which are dorsoventrally flattened. Yes, Lakshmi Gani, words are very difficult, I can't understand. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಹೆಂಗ ಅನಿಸ್ತದ, ಆನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದು ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನೆನಪು ಉಳಿತದೆ. ನೋ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ವರಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಗಣಿ. ಓಕೆ. ಎಸ್, ಡೋಂಟ್ ವರಿ, ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತದ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನೀಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ವರಿ. ಫೈನ್. ಓಕೆ, so here let's come to the examples. Let's look at the example. Now if we look at the example, so here you have certain examples which I have given here. Along with that, let me write here tapeworm, then planaria, liver fluke. All these are the examples. So all these are the examples. Ruchita Bommanar. PCMB students start electrons CS attend ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಯೋ ಬದಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಟು ಓನ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ CS ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇತ್ತಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಬಯೋ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ನಾಗ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇತ್ತಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಬಯೋ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. Yes, don't say the stat electronics and CS class. Okay, fine. Now this is regarding the examples. Okay, yes, platyhelminth is flatworms. ಚಪ್ಪಟೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದ. Okay, so flat ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಟೇಪ್ ಲೈಕ್. ಟೇಪ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಟೇಲರ್ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಟೇಪ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದ? ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ಇರ್ತದ. It is leaf like. Leaf ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದ? ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ಇರ್ತದ. Yes, that's why they are tape like or leaf like organisms and kariti. Okay, now here what we have illi examples, you can see the visualization also. Second one, planaria. Yes, second one is planaria. Okay, second one is planaria. Okay, illi bardada. Can you see it? Yes, I hope you can see this. So it is planaria. Fine. Okay. Yes. Now this is regarding few examples. Now what is the special character and where they are present? The major characteristics of this is, let us come to the characters here. The first character, most of them are parasites. So most of them are parasites. That means that they are parasitic in nature. Parasites ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಪರಾವಲಂಬಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Tapeworm, liver fluke. Yes, they are parasites. Vishala, very good. They are endoparasites. Now parasitic form, there are two types, mainly two types ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಯಾವುದು? ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇರೋದು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಾಡಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋದು. ಬಾಡಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ they are said to be ectoparasite. Ecto ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ outside the body. Okay, yes, it depends on the host as well as the prey ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಲೈಸ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದ? ತಲೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇರ್ತದ. ಎಸ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇದು ectoparasite ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಲೀಚ್, ಜಿಗಣೆಗಳು ಬಾಡಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ectoparasite. ಎಂಡೋಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಜಂತುಗಳು. ಜಂತುಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಅದು ಎಂಡೋಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ಸ್. ಟೇಪ್ವರ್ಮ್ ಅದು ಎಂಡೋಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಟೆಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ಲೆನೇರಿಯಾ, ಪ್ಲೆನೇರಿಯಾ ಇದು ಫ್ರೀ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್. ಫ್ರೀ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್. ಎಸ್, ರುಚಿತ ಈಕ್ವಲೈ ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಎಸ್ ಎಂಡೋಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಸಿಂಬಯೋಟಿಕ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅದ, ನಮಗೂ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್. ಲಿವರ್ ಫ್ಲೂಕ್ ಲಿವರ್ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಲಿವರ್. ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಲಿವರ್ ಫ್ಲೂಕ್, ಇಟ್ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಲಿವರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಶೀಪ್ಸ್, ಕಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಡಿಸೀಸ್, ಲಿವರ್ ರಾಟ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲಿವರ್ ಕೊಳಿಯಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವುದು? ಲಿವರ್ ಫ್ಲೂಕ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್, ಕ್ವೈಟ್ ಡೇಂಜರಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಟಲ್ಸ್, ಶೀಪ್ಸ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಿವರ್ ರಾಟ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಶೀಪ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, this is one property. Phylum Platyhelminthes, the organisms that you come across here, most of them are what? Most of them are parasites. Yes, planaria free living animal. Sahana, correct. It is a free living. ನೀರು ಒಳಗಡೆ. It is present in fresh water. While tapeworm as well as liver fluke, these are parasites. They are parasitic. Most of them are parasitic. Okay, few are free living ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Okay, next. ಇದರ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಏನು? If we look at one more peculiar characteristic of this, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು peculiar characteristic ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ, now here the major peculiar characteristic of this is presence of flame cells. So flame cells. So these flame cells are excretory organs. So the major important characteristic feature is tapeworm endoparasite. Deepa, it is endoparasite. Okay. Now this is regarding the most peculiar characteristic feature. Here flame cells. Remember, ಇದು objective question. Most peculiar character. Flame cells ಅನ್ನುವಂತಾದ ಈ ಫೈಲಮ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಫೈಲಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕಾಣಿಸಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Excretory organ means a removal of nitrogenous waste. Outer nitrogenous waste remove ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Now suppose if we look at the flame cells. Now ಈ flame cells ನೋಡಿದಾಗ how does they appear? ಇದು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದ ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. Now here it appears in this way. Here it appears ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ. Okay, so these are said to be what? This is said to be the flame cells. Okay, as it appears like the flame. Now stove ಅಥವಾ ಬರ್ಷನ್ ಹಚ್ಚಿದಾಗ ಫ್ಲೇಮ್ ಆ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫ್ಲೇಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಹೋಲ್ತಾವ ಈ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ಗಳು. Yes, these cells resemble the flame of the gas stove. That's why the name flame cells. Got the idea? Why they have got the name as flame cells? Yes, because of their appearance like the flame. The cells appear like the flame and hence the flame cell. ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವ, ಏನು ಕಾರ್ಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವ? What is the major function of the flame cells? Excretory organs. They don't have kidneys. They don't have kidneys. Sachin, they are present inside its body. Other body ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತವು. Yes, they are present in the body where they appear like the structure of a flame and hence the name flame cells. Understood? This is the peculiar characteristic, most important characteristic of platyhelminthes. Flame cells platyhelminthes ಬಿಟ್ಟ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ನಮಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Yes, ಗುರುರಾಜ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪರಾವಲಂಬಿ. ಗುರುರಾಜ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪರಾವಲಂಬಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜೀವಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವಲಂಬನೆಯಾಗಿದೆ ಆಹಾರಗೋಸ್ಕರ, for the purpose of food. Yes, okay. If you need, you can take the screenshot. I will move to the next one. Yes, and if you don't take the screenshot, I will send you the PDF kalasthini. Do not worry, I'll send it in the group itself. Okay, fine. Yes, let me move to the next now. Yes, after Ctenophora, platyhelminthes, next is the phylum Aschelminthes. Phylum Aschelminthes. There is one more name for this. There is one more name for this, where we also call it as Nemathelminthes. ಈ ಫೈಲಮ್ ಗ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಹೆಸರು Nemathelminthes. Now why Aschelminthes is also called as Nemathelminthes? ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಹೆಸರು ಬಂತು? This is because this phylum consists of a single class. ಅದು Nematoda ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. And that Nematoda is a single class of the phylum Aschelminthes. That's why the name and Nematoda ಮೇಲೆ Nemathelminthes ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿವಿ. Okay. Now if we look at the examples, best example, commonly we call them as roundworms. Yes, commonly we call them as roundworms and kariti. Okay, so example for this includes Ascaris, Ascaris lumbricoides. The first one, Ascaris, commonly called as roundworm. ಇವಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಗುಂಡ ಹುಳಗಳು, ದುಂಡ ಹುಳಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಜಂತುಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. The second one that you are seeing on the screen is a Wucheria. Which is also called as a filarial worm. And the third one is pinworm. Okay. Again, most of them are parasites. Yes, Indurani, ಜಂತುಗಳು ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾವ, ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತಾವ ಜಂತುಗಳು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? We can see them. Yes, Wuchereria bancrofti is ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಣ್ಣದಿರುತ್ತೆ. It will be microscopic, where we can see it in microscope. Pinworm is also microscopic. Yes, okay. Few we can see, few we cannot see, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ based on their size. Yes, they might be small. If they are larger, we can see it with our naked eyes. Okay. Yes. Phylum Aschelminthes. What is the peculiar characteristics of the phylum Aschelminthes? Again, most of them are parasitic. Yes, let me use that term. Most of them, again, they are what? Parasitic in nature. So here, most of them are what? Parasites. Okay. Now, as we call it as a parasite, so can you tell me what type of parasites are there? Ecto or endo? Chandrasekhar. ಜಂತುಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಾವು? ದೇಹದ ಒಳಗಿರ್ತಾವು, ದೇಹದ ಹೊರಗಿರ್ತಾವು. Yes, endo, correct. Endo parasites. Very good. Vikas, Santosh, Bhageshri. Very good. Fine. Chandrasekhar, correct. They are present inside body ಒಳಗಿರ್ತಾವು, endoparasites. Most of them are endoparasites. Okay. Out of that, Ascaris causes a disease. ನಮಗೆ disease cause ಮಾಡ್ತಾವು. It is called as ascariasis ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Wuchereria filarial worm, it causes a disease of filariasis. ಅಥವಾ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ elephantiasis ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಆನೆಕಾಲ್ ಬಾವು, ಕಾಲಿದ್ದದ ಆನೆಕಾಲ್ಗಲ್ದೆ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಅದು ಈ ಫೈಲೇರಿಯಲ್ ವರ್ಮ್ ದಿಂದ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಅದು ನಮಗ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರ್ತದಂದ್ರೆ through the bite of a mosquito, and the name of the mosquito is a Culex mosquito. Yes, Anopheles mosquito ದಿಂದ ಮಲೇರಿಯಾ ಬರ್ತದ. Culex mosquito ದಿಂದ ನಮಗ್ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ elephantiasis. ಆನೆಕಾಲ್ ಬಾವು ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಅದು ಫೈಲೇರಿಯಲ್ ವರ್ಮ್ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ತದ ನಮ್ಗೆ. Okay, this is one thing. Then one more most peculiar characteristic. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು peculiar characteristic ಏನು ಈ ಫೈಲಮ್ ದ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, one more most peculiar characteristic of this phylum is sexual dimorphism. Sexual dimorphism. Sexual dimorphism. It means male and female animals are different. Male and female animals are different. That means male is smaller, female is very longer. This is sexual dimorphism. Yes, it is said to be sexual dimorphism. Male and female very but ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಪೂರ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತವು most of them the sexes might be united. ಅವು hermaphrodites ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Hermaphrodites ಎರಡು ಸೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದೇ ಜೀವಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರ hermaphrodites ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Yes, so this is regarding the characteristics of what? Characteristics of Aschelminthes. Okay, fine. Now let's go to the next one. Okay, next phylum. Annelida. Okay, so next phylum is phylum Annelida. Now this Annelida phylum, it's a major important characteristic. Yes, Shiv Kumar, I will show you. Wait a minute. So first, let us quote the examples here. Let us quote the examples. You can see the examples. Best example is a friend of a farmer. Yaudadu. Earthworm, leeches. Yes, earthworm is there, leech is there. Yes, correct. Chaitra, Sridevi, correct. Then apart from this, we have Neris also. Okay. Varshini, millipede, centipede ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಆರ್ಥ್ರೋಪೋಡಾ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತಾವ. They comes under arthropoda. Okay. So they won't come here. They come under arthropoda. Now here, when we come across annelida, where are annelids found? Yes, Nikita, correct. Hirudin area. Yes, where are these animals found? So here we have different examples on your screen. So out of this, you can see the fourth picture. Third one is the earthworm present in the moist soil, and fourth one is a hirudo. That means it is a leech, blood-sucking leech, which sucks the blood of the humans as well as even of the cattle. That's why generally it catches hold of the cattle, and hence it is commonly called as a Indian cattle leech. ಯಾವುದು ಕರೀತೀವಿ? Leeches ಜಿಗಣೆ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಜಿಗಣೆ ectoparasite ಅದು. Ectoparasite ದೇಹದ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Yes, it is present on the body. Once if it sucks the blood without food, it can stay for 3 to 6 months. 3 ಇಂದ 6 ತಿಂಗಳ ತನಕನೂ ಉಪವಾಸ ಇರಬಹುದು ಅದು. ಆಹಾರ ಇಲ್ಲ. Once if it sucks the blood. ಯಾವುದು? Hirudin means leech. Okay. Yes, generally they are present in fresh water. Marine water habitat is very less, but generally they are present in fresh water. Fresh water ದಾಗ ಇರ್ತಾವ, parasites ಇರ್ತಾವ. They are present in moist water. Right. Then have you saw the earthworm? Most of you know about the earthworm. ಎರೆಹುಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತದ. They are also called as a friend of farmer because they are going to increase the fertility of the soil. They are going to increase the fertility of the soil by production of vermicompost. Okay. Now, what is the peculiarity of annelida? Hangidre annelida ಏನು peculiarity ada? Yes, let's look at the peculiarity of the annelida. The most peculiar characteristic of this annelids ಏನಂತಂದ್ರ, yes, here closed type of circulatory system. This is most important here. Now here circulatory system is what type? Circulatory system is of closed type. So they have closed type of circulatory system. Closed type ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Usually invertebrates ಒಳಗಡೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಅಕಶೇರುಕ ಒಳಗಡೆ closed type illa, open type ada. Closed type means the blood should flow in the respective blood vessels. Yes, annelids ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ fresh water, moist soil, some are parasites, ectoparasites ಇರುವಂತವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾವ. ವಾಸಿಸುವಂತ ಸ್ಥಳ habitat ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ, where they are present. Yes, we are talking about the peculiar characters. Most important characters of annelida is closed type of circulatory system. ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಇದು ಬ್ಲಡ್ ವೆಸಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾತ್ರ, ರಕ್ತನಾಳದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಚಲನೆ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಅಥವಾ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಟರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಬಾಕಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ವರ್ಟಿಬ್ರೇಟ್ಸ್ ಓಪನ್ ಟೈಪ್. ಓಪನ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಾಡಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾವ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಓಪನ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಟರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. But annelida, this is the only one phylum. Nenipirli, most important. Yes, I am giving it a double star mark. I am giving it a double star mark. Most important. Annelida is the only one phylum that is having closed type of circulatory system in the invertebrates. Idi invertebrates ಒಳಗಡೆ. Samartha, correct. Your answer is correct. Whatever you are giving. Okay. In next, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು blood ಯಾವ ಕಲರ್ ಅದ? Blood is red in color. So blood is red in color due to presence of hemoglobin. Yes, due to the presence of hemoglobin. Hemoglobin irudanta red color. None of the invertebrates have red color blood. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ red color ಇಲ್ಲ, white color ಇರ್ತದ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ red color ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಏನು? Hemoglobin. due to the presence of this hemoglobin. Blood is red in color. Fine. Followed. Okay. So phylum Annelida. Annuli antandra ring-like structures. Annuli meaning rings on its body. Earthworm ನೋಡಿದಾಗ body ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ring ಗಲ್ತೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ. They are said to be annuli and hence the name Annelida. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು Annelida ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Yes. Hence the name Annelida. Followed. Okay. So let me show you the slides here. Okay. So this is the first one. First slide. Yes. Okay. Whoever have not taken the snapshot, ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಬೇಕಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. Otherwise, I will send you the PDF. Okay. So this is the first slide. Then this is the second slide. Yes. The second slide. Anil, white blood ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ hemoglobin ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ blood does not have any color. Nereis ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು Annelida worm ಸಹನ. This is the third slide. Yes, third slide. Yes, hookworm Ascalmanthus ಒಳಗಡೆನೇ ಬರ್ತದೆ. Round worm, pin worm, hookworm ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ Ascalmanthus. Somebody has asked. Yes, last slide. Annelida. Annelida. This is the last one. Okay, fine. Let's end up the class today. We'll see you tomorrow. So be on time. Let's start on time and let's end on time. Okay. So see you then. Bye.